Hello everybody, this is Brawlbox here, and today I will be showing you how to use the new Pulsar pack creator that has just released. So, what you would normally start out with is just the executable, right? So you would open it up and you're greeted to this. Now, this will then create an input folder of which you can then put your files into. So what I'll do is I'll just put this input folder I've created before. What's contained in here is you'll have these 4 folders, and in these folders you will put any staff ghosts you've created to be put in the pack, and they're organized into the 4 different time trial modes you can have in Pulsar. And then you put all the track SLS files in just the root of the input folder. You can name these what you like, but what I've done is I've just named them after the track. Then what you can do is open the track creator. Now, just navigating through this for a moment. First thing that I am going to show you is the program settings, which pulls up this window. What I recommend is to check for updates on startup. That way you'll be on the latest version if there's any bugs with the software or the Pulsar engine, which is what the game uses to load the tracks. You can also have light mode. I don't know why, but that's there if someone wants it. And space mode, which is dark mode with a PNG on the back, which I kind of like. So we'll leave it as that for now. Now, this is the main layout of the cup creation. Now, the best way, or what you can do, is you can fill all these in manually. So I can do crazy 8 circuit, crazy 8 circuit, Courtney. I personally don't add versions. They're optional. It could be good for a pack which is used for testing, such as CTTP, which is soon to come out on this engine. And then you set the track slots. That can be annoying if you have a pack like Variety Pack, where you've got 304 tracks. So, what we have is a button called Mass Import Names. Now, in here, what we can do is if I pull this up, you'll be greeted to this window. Now, what this is essentially you add a line for each track that you want to add to the pack. So, in my instance, I prepared this earlier. I would import this with a new line for every new track name. Then this with a new line for every track author. And I would keep doing this until I filled in the entire thing. Now, if you try to do this when they're mismatched, like so, you will get an error. Okay. Also, if you try to include versions, like so, you're going to have a problem. However, it is not required. So what you can do is you can leave it empty, and then you can press save. And now you'll notice that all of this part is now filled in, but all the file names are still say file. To fix that, what you will do is you'll come into your input folder, you will select all of your SLS files, and what you want to do is you want to drag the first one that you want to the first track file name box. What this will do is it will fill in all of these from the first box you have selected with the first track you have selected. So if I select from Crazy 8 Circuit, I put that there, boom, they're now all filled in on all the pages. So that's a good workflow to have for me personally, just because it's easier to import it through here. If you have so many tracks, right? You don't want to have to fill them all in one by one. So, also, if you want to replace a track later, you can alphabetize it and it will sort them all alphabetical order, which is the most popular ordering of tracks. Now, Here we have the options section, where you can fill in all the details of your distribution. For example, if you want to add Nintendo tracks, for example. I like to have them as the first cups, personally. You can change the CC distribution for when you're playing online. I'm not going to touch that today. Then you have these. So, what you can do is you can tick any of these and it'll add the feature to your distribution. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to add 200cc and Ultra Mini Turbos. Just feel like picking them two today. Time trial trophies is the equivalent of stars in CTGP, but where you beat a staff ghost, you will get a trophy instead of a star. I'm just going to pick a random region here, and what you can do is you can specify what you want the track blocking to be for when you play online in a continental, as example, regional, I should say. And then you select a date for the build. This will appear when you launch the game. So it's useful to see if people are on the correct version or not. I will call the mod folder tutorial. Now, I mentioned staff ghosts, and to import staff ghosts, you have this section. Now, what I've done is I've just got one expert for Royal Rainbow. So what I can do is I can put in Royal Rainbow, and that will be able to navigate into 150 Royal Rainbow.rkg. So I'm pretty much done with my distribution now. All I need to do is hit build full pack. Now, build config only is useful for people if they've extended the game themselves with their own code.pul, using Pulsar as a library. However, we're not doing that today. We're just using the default Pulsar settings. So we will do build full pack. As you can see, that's done. And it's created an output folder for us. And we can open the output folder, sure. And you'll see we've got our files. So we've got the Revolution folder with our XML. And we also have the file. We can see the distribution folder. We have our tracks here. These are the ghost folders, which comes with a text file for ghost folder names, as you can see. And if we come, it's going to be this one. It'll be one of them. I'll find it eventually. Don't you worry. Aha! Here you can see we have our expert staff ghost in there. These are the binary files. Now, one that's special here is config.pul. Now, let's say, oh no, I've accidentally closed the program after I finished it. How do I get my config back to modify it? Now, you can do one of two things. One, you can open the track creator and drag the file into there. Or you can set the software to automatically open .pul files, and you can just double click and it'll automatically import your config, and you can just modify it from there. So I have already put this on my SD card on my Wii, and what we can do is we can come into Revolution here. We can enable the pack. I don't have anything in my stuff at the moment, and we hit launch. As you can see, we've navigated to the strap screen. And there we go. Version created, 10th of the 2nd, that's today. And if we go here, we have the game. So some notable features are, if you come into options here, you'll see we now have a settings menu. And we can, let's put fast menus on, just because fast menus are nice. And we can come into single player. And you can see we have our 200cc that we enabled. And we also have our settings here as well. And if I come to here, you can see our new cups. that we added, so we only added 8 tracks. But if we come to Royal Rainbow, you can see we have our staff goes. Nice and dandy. And we can go watch replay. Now, this is going to be desynced because this was made in Variety Pack, which is slightly different. So this will not replay properly. However, you can see it's loaded perfectly fine. It's come up with Royal Rainbow by Brawlboxgaming. And Rosalina will fall off the track. Nice. We can end this replay now. And I believe that is all I have to share. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message on Discord, which is on my wiki page if you need it, or pop a comment in the comment section. I'll try to answer any questions down there if you have any. I'm likely not going to be doing a tutorial on how to use Pulsar as a library. I'm happy to give helpful pointers, but I'm not going to do it for people, of course, because that's going to be a lot of effort to do it for several people. However, I hope you all have fun making your distributions with Pulsar, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. Goodbye, everyone.